Hi, it's Kiana Love here, Be Wild Woman. So happy you're here on our page, our little mini Be Wild Woman land on the big Facebook land. And this is an oasis here for you to feel at home in your body, safe, nurtured, and loved. This is especially here to help women, survivors of complex trauma, women, you're feeling the overwhelming thoughts, upsetting emotions, bodily discomfort, and you're feeling that pull of of nature. This is what we're here for. It's like a call to pull nature in for you to feel where you can be free and grounded and hear it in your body. And I've started these little Wild Woman lives. And today I have my friend and colleague, sister in wildness, Carrie Ann Angrisani with me, the Shelter Within Coaching. I was a guest on her page a little while back, and we just totally, hit it off talking about nature and how important that is. And she was sharing with me about this wonderful digital detox, and we're collaborating. So I'm going to be bringing a grid and doing some Wild Woman invocation and doing some unplugging because I need it too. And taking a little break with nature today and wanted to share it with you. So either you're seeing us live or hopefully you'll see this later, and it can be a little break in your day to breathe. So let's all just take a moment just to take a breath together. I'm thinking of too the wonderful water that you brought us to. And how that's with Great Mother here. So invite Great Mother to hold us, to surround us. And Carrie Ann, I'd love to hear a bit from you about, you talked about how nature really speaks to you, and you're closer to nature now. You're not so much in a big city now.
Right.
And connecting people with it. So can you tell us a little bit about that and a little bit about this digital detox that we can take?
Yeah.
Digital pause.
Absolutely. Thanks, Kiana. It's lovely to be here, and hello, everyone, and just big hugs to you. I am from the East Coast. I'm from the DC area, and I just and I'm also a sensitive person, and so a highly sensitive person. So noise and light and just busyness, while you get really used to it in the city, it has, when you're sensitive, it has kind of a bigger impact on you than you realize. And I was talking yesterday with another colleague of ours about kind of the residual feeling others' feelings and that of being an empath and that kind of thing, and how it has for some, I mean, they can feel it, but for me, it has an actual physical toll. And so the one thing that I found that really, well, there's a couple of things, but the one thing that I found that really restores me kind of on multiple levels is getting out in nature.
Yeah.
And
can you paint us a picture of where you're at before and how that shifted for you on a personal level now that you're spending more time in nature?
Yeah, sure. Well, I can speak to how it is right now because it's in me, it's current, and that is that because we're on these boxes all day, that what happens is I feel scrambled. I feel a bit like not in my body. I feel like there's kind of just this exhaustion, and no matter how much I sleep, it doesn't get rid of it. Like it doesn't ease, it doesn't rest doesn't rest it. And that it's kind of like when you're a kid and you eat a whole bunch of candy or Twinkies or whatever, and then you're hungry, and then you're like, gosh, I just ate all the sugar. Why am I so hungry? And then you're like, Mom, I'm hungry. And you're like, she's like, you just had 6 cookies or whatever. It's like, it's not, it's energy. We're getting energy, but it's not nourishing energy.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's bounce off the walls energy.
yeah, exactly. And so then when I get out into nature, and I live here in Colorado, so I have mountains and streams, um, and I'm very blessed with that. But you can do this anywhere. You can do this in a park. And when I lived in the city, um, I would go over to Rock Creek Park, or I'd go to um, Great Falls Park, or I'd go to, there's parks always that you can find. Um, and um, and just be there and be with the trees and the water. And nature is just so incredibly wise. And if you can tune into the essential nature, the essential nature of nature, the essential energy of nature, there's this real sweetness, calmness, power in the trees and in the river and in the mountain. And even with plants, it's especially good right now to have some house plants near you while you're in this COVID thing, quarantine. But so tuning into that is just a beautiful gift. And then you get to also feel your body, your feet connected to the earth. And there was a meditation I used to do a lot of, kind of bridging earth and heaven. And that was, and I haven't done it in a while, but I do similar things. But I love that, bringing in the sunlight and connecting to the earth. And there's some qigong that I do that is similar. And it's just a lovely kind of marrying of those energies. And we are earth beings, so it's completely natural for us to be out in nature. And when we are kind of hunched over these computers for too long, our bodies are not designed for this, so it takes a toll. And we can certainly push ourselves to do it, but the nourishing food that we need, whether it's actual food, water is really important, and connecting to nature and our essential nature as well. Those kinds of things will never be substituted by the computer. So
Yeah. I mean, I was like, well, let's look at the frame of the way when we're looking at the computer, we do what we kind of do in our society, is of taking our attention and squishing it.
Yeah.
Squishing it in.
Yeah.
Squishing it in, which is, like the whole taking everything and focusing can be good, but, it tightens everything up. So, having the opposite, where you can come into nature, relax, and, just take the eyes to where a lot of our vision stuff is from, the straining and tightening. Is nature is just, there's nothing it compares. You can't put nature in a bottle in that way. So I think it's really awesome that you're leading this digital pause, and that's why I was like, oh sure, I'm happy to let's join you, let's do it. So I'm going to be doing a little crystal grid here, but tell us a little bit about like what it's like a little, I think it was almost like a little treasure hunt. We're going to be going and doing stuff. So can you tell us a little bit about what that's going to look like, feel
Absolutely.
like, what you're envisioning with it?
Yeah. Um, I love that treasure hunt. Yes, it is that. And I so appreciate you partnering with me, because I think the more we can connect with each other around stuff like this, the more it it kind of what's ripples is the word, ripples through the rest of the world. So that's a good thing. I have been doing little digital pauses here and there back before COVID started. And we would meet together, and sometimes we'd be outside, sometimes we'd be inside. And it was just this wonderful, sweet time to pause and connect with each other. And I wish, we could all get together in person. That would be lovely. But since that's not available to us,
Go out to that river. We can all go out there
yeah,
together.
yeah,
Just go out there and hold hands and be at the river.
yeah. Exactly. Um, but since we can't do that physically, what's kind of even more, maybe just as cool or interesting, is we can do it energetically. And so that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be, I'll guide you through. We're going to have an opening circle, and Kiana, you're going to do some stuff, and then I'm going to we'll set the intentions. We'll have a little circle, a little sharing, and then I have some activities, some light activities mapped out, so that you can, throughout the day, walk in nature mindfully. There's a mindful walk kind of with intention that you'll do. There's mindful eating, that you really connecting with the food and nourishment, which is lovely. There's a mindful resting practice and breathing practice that you can do. And so throughout the day, you can kind of take those, and there's a journaling practice as well. And so throughout the day, you can take those and kind of do them interchangeably or one after another. But it's a real kind of sweet, just flow of the day, just to be with yourself and give yourself a break.
I think you're giving them a little audio meditation thing too, and I'm going to give them a little audio sound that they can just, you guys can listen to throughout the day. A little healing energy sound. Is there a digital space where we're going to be able to meet so that we can just kind of be connected, stay a little connected?
Meet on Zoom at the beginning, and I'll put the Zoom link in the Facebook event, and I'll, and if you message us today, I can send it to you directly. The other real huge bonus is that while you're doing all of that, while you're out in your day connecting with nature and yourself, I am going to be doing an energetic treatment for you. So for each one, they will get their own personal half an hour energetic treatment. So that will be happening throughout the day as well.
And then we'll get a invocation at the beginning. So we're doing some energy grounding work with Wild Woman, with intuitive at the beginning. I have a crystal grid, so that means all of your intentions, everything's going to be brought into there. So that's going to be working. So the crystals will be working with you as you're going through nature, as you're going through. So, you want to, at the beginning, there'll be that place to share your intention, I'll be putting everybody's names there, everybody's intentions into it as well. So you're going to have two people doing energy work here for you as you take your journey with nature. And then we're doing an energy healing with the sound bath at the end. So we have lots of good stuff for you here. But the nice thing, it's not it's not confined into a you need to do it exactly like this. This is here to flex and flow with you. So this is in the rhythm of nature. So the nice thing is there is a structure here. There is a container that Carrie Ann is really curating for us. And together we're bringing in elements here that are going to support you in being connected and being in tune with nature where you are. And nature, remember that nature is when you're outside, but we're also tuning in with the practice. A lot of women where nature is in here. Being inside, being with nature outside makes it easier because nature is all around. Conscious, awake nature is all around us when we're out in the woods. When we're in a building, it's harder to be as conscious with it because you have wood that's no longer connected to a tree or concrete or stone or things like that. Things that are not as connected in nature. So we can do it. It takes more effort to do it. But it is really nice. It's a really important day where you're going to seek out nature, whether it's you're in the city and that means you sit there with your plant and you commune with it, or that means you go outside and there's a little patch of green and there's some trees there, or if there is the woods, and this can be the nudge, the encouragement for you to go, hey, this is my day to go out into the woods, and I have a lot of support to do that and a lot of energy support. So there's going to be a lot of prompts for you to share what is going on for you to be supported with that. And there's a lot of prompts and support for you to take this journey in your own way. It's an acknowledgement that you already are nature. You got this. But when we come together, we amplify the power of nature here together.
Lovely. We can do a little kind of taster, teaser, little breathing exercise now if we want.
Yeah. And if you'd like, while we do it, I'll do a little energy connecting. So that way you can just breathe, feel the ground. I'm calling Great Mother here to root us here, to flow through us, surround us, and hold us safe in her womb. So I'm holding this container here. And Carrie Ann, can you take us through the passageway?
Yes. Thank you. So everyone, just take a moment to notice your body. Just notice how you're sitting, where you are, how your body feels. I invite you to put your feet on the ground if you can, or sit in a lotus position if that's available to you. And straighten your spine. Imagine that there's a thread coming out of the top of your head and it's just pulling you ever so gently up so your spine aligns and your shoulders drop down and your chin raises just slightly. And then I invite you to breathe. And at first, just notice your breath. You don't have to do anything special to it, just notice it. And then I invite you to deepen your breath. And breathing in through your nose to the count of 5. And hold to the count of 6. And then exhale through your mouth to the count of 7. And do that 2 more times, breathing in, hold, exhale. Breathe in, hold, exhale. Now I invite you to imagine a place in nature that is very special to you, that you have a personal connection with. Maybe it's a forest or the beach or a river or a mountain, wherever it is. Just imagine that place. What temperature is it? What is it? Cold? Is it warm? Is it summer or winter or spring? What does it smell like? What scents do you smell? Are there flowers? Are there trees that you can smell? What's the air like? Is it windy or is it still? Or is there a nice breeze? And what does the air feel like on your skin? Is it moist? Is it humid or is it dry? And then notice the sun and the feeling of the sun in your skin. Or maybe if it's cloudy, you can notice the clouds and their moisture on your skin. And then notice if you can taste anything. What does it taste like? If you're at the beach, there's this kind of salty, tinny taste. If you're in the mountains, maybe it's a different taste. See if you can taste it. And then what colors do you see? Count and map out as many colors as you possibly can to this beautiful place. And then reach out and touch the trees or the rocks or the sand, wherever you are. Maybe take your shoes off and feel it underneath your feet. And just map this place within you. Because as you connect to your imagination, you connect with the essential truth that you are, which is the essential truth of this beautiful planet that we live on. So just take a panoramic view of this beautiful space that is precious to you. Just turn in a circle and really drink it all in with all of your senses. And then put your hands on your heart and breathe in and breathe this beautiful place into your heart, knowing that you can come back here anytime in physical or in your imagination. And just imagine as you're standing there in that beautiful place with your hands on your heart that the earth beings, Sacred Mother, all of the unseen beings and elementals that surround you are blessing you with their vibrant light and love. And you take all of that into your heart as well. The angels and the sprites. Just let all of that marinate. And take a big deep breath in. And another breath. And promise to take that with you into the rest of your day. Taking one more breath. Allow your eyes to flutter open whenever you're ready.
You can wiggle your fingers, your toes. You can do a little gentle rocking back and forth. Allow your body to orient back here in your room, in this collective space that we're sharing together. Feel the good weight of your body anchoring you here. Anchoring you here in the real world, even as we're connecting from the real through the digital. Feel yourself here anchored in the physical body. Do a little tapping here to feel yourself here. But even as you continue this day connecting in with the digital, you can feel the natural that's right here and that we'll continue to explore this weekend in our digital pause. We really hope to see you there, as we all need this. As a species, we need it. You as a woman, as a human, you need it. We need this together. This is the way we heal. If you want to look for a way that you can contribute to the grounding, to the healing, to the peace on this planet, this is a really good way to do that. To nourish your own body, your immune system, your health. And hope you take this with you. This little bit here can go a long ways, and what you're going to do a whole lot more on Saturday. More fun.
Yay.
Anything else you'd like them to know?
Yeah, you can connect with me on shelterwithin.com, and that will give you there's a description of this this event coming up on Saturday there. There's also some free tools there that will help with just connecting and as connecting in. There's also a description of some other things coming up. There's a free solstice experience that's going to be really cool as well. So check that out. And Shelter Within Coaching on Facebook has that information as well.
We'll put that in the comments later for them to find that. And do you want to extend them a special since they show up? They see this afternoon?
Sure, absolutely. We did a $22 for the Cyber Monday, so I'll extend that to all of you as well. This is a $250 value. We're offering it for $97, and so $22 is a huge discount, and we just wanted to make it the easiest yes of the season. So just say yes to yourself.
And it's a powerful, magical number. So it's like, think about it. It's like, you're putting potent energy into the universe, a small dose of potent energy that you're taking. And we're connecting so that, let's think about it. You can also put into there what you would like, let that energy travel through that. So I think it's like more important that we have an exchange of flow of freedom of energy. So we want to make it as easy as possible for you to feel that power of flow, both of what you're letting move through you and the nature that you're inviting to inhabit and shine through you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wishing you a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now. Be wild.